Is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to some more Not for Broadcast. Things got even crazier last time. But yeah, turns out, secrets out, the advanced guys are bad. They nuked like four cities in order to like stave off in order to uh basically like blackmail the nations against that were putting sanctions on them. But yeah, Disrupt have also managed to finally organize themselves, and it looks like the revolution is happening tonight. So we are getting ready. Ah, right. Power. Fucking
Listen, I don't mind
Jesus.
to get past the teeth and the problematic tattoo.
I am perfectly capable of messing up my own love life.
Sorry about that. David wouldn't get off the phone.
Oh, is David single?
For Christ's sake, Colin, stay out of it.
I can help you. I'm an expert at romance. Ask my ex-wives.
Set me up with your brother. That's 10
I mean,
seconds,
he does
everybody.
have
You're not as tight,
how
babe.
many
Too short?
Too smart.
kids?
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News, broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Ashes to ashes. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted attacks across the territories. The coordinated action, dubbed the Night of Fire by commentators, was seen as an attempt to subvert the supply chain, but there may have been more to it. After a roadside IED toppled the convoy, prisoners, including Portia Hamilton Mann, the daughter of the former Prime Minister, were freed and have subsequently vanished. The escapees are presumed to have fled the territories. Here at Channel 1, we say good riddance to bad rubbish. Food
Wow,
for
we are
food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories
officially
5, 8
just
and
taken
14
over.
today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world. Jack Tractorpants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch of Chef Jordan Rankley or the culinary skills of a professional footballer.
What?
If I were a rich man. Problems in territories 11, 17 and 22 today as striking bosses attempted to undermine their new economies. With seemingly no awareness of irony, the former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150% bonuses, private jets and mandatory grovelling zones. In an annoying show of petulance, the former elites
Oh
drove
god, the
luxury
rich people
vehicles at 10 miles
unionizing.
per hour up and down the motorways of their
As
respective
if they
cities.
aren't
The
already.
coordinated protest of elites inconvenienced several 100,000 of their employees. Some fun now. Signs of ever more resistance to Advance's radical policies today, as popular resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines.
Yeah.
Asked about the impressive display earlier today, Disrupt spokesperson Alan James said that the movement was reaching what he described as a critical mass. A poor choice of words given recent history. Three of
Oh,
our regular
shit,
stories reach
true.
natural conclusions tonight. CEO RIP. Sad news today as the remains of missing Sophia Rimington were found this morning at the company's Grizzleford facility. Sophia had become ever more reclusive following the total and utter failure of her pet project. Having thrown herself into one of the toxic preparation vats, she was
Oh
only
god.
identifiable by her ears. A spokesman for Rimington's Fist said, Sophia will remain in our hearts and in the approximately 45,000 flowers that rolled off the production line in the last few days. A tragic ending for Sophia Rimington.
Absolutely tragic.
2.5 years since she took over the company. It's just a body. A picture received today has shed some light on the
What?
activities of the academics that were left behind in Dante's taint. The image seems to show that after the simpler scientists were sidelined from salvation, they've eschewed scholarly study in favour of physical intimacy. Their abandoned families insist that they're carrying out complex biological investigations, while this anchor points out that as scientists, they were always bound to experiment. Man United. A happily ever after for Johnny Hamsleeves and partner and former teammate Eric Justin, who finally tied the knot this week. Speaking as the pair headed off for their honeymoon in Territory 15, Johnny acknowledged that there would be many in the football world who wouldn't accept his choice of partner. I think it's time people grew up, he said. Some people are ginger. Get over it. Plus, we'll
I'm
be
sure
taking a
that's
trip
the
to
biggest
Denby
problem.
Arts for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh, here we go.
Territories. Today is the day we take back control. Soon it will be time for you to help us again. Come out of your houses, block the traffic, bring the capital to a standstill. I've met so many of you in my travels up and down Territory 1. You always ask the same question. How can I help? Well, this is how. And as for when, you'll know. Keep watching.
Oh, right.
But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour. Patrick.
Old bitch, lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick,
I don't know,
live.
because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick?
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're
Of
live.
course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days. She's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker.
True.
Government aid. Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what? Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what? Oh.
Seems like we've lost some signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial gardens are going to be gorgeous. I've had a sneak peek at the designs and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, okay, all right, it seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan.
Uh,
I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage behind me.
Alex, Bozeman here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly. For goodness sake, make sure you make it look good.
No gathering since this afternoon.
This is Alan. You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds.
yeah,
Look bad, Alex. Really bad.
I'll do my best.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the picture of elegance, to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends.
Add the fart noise.
500 days ago, all of our lives changed irrevocably. Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories. The loss of a leader, a dear friend.
Yeah, that's the one.
Peter Gordon Clement.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on the 24th of December, just 6 weeks after Liberation Night.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rothering, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television. First moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11
Yeah,
series,
hit
winning
him.
multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are,
Yes.
not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard bloody graft.
Oh yeah,
Across a career
having
spanning
all that
3
courage and
decades,
empathy.
Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late night chat show Petey, which at its peak drew millions of viewers.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these United Territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night,
Oh, that was a hit.
we loved. He wasn't the man we loved. But his eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that joy for life right there.
wisdom of a life lived for others.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of
Apparent liver. Ah, right.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago. Moments before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself. And I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked. And from behind me, I heard, "Christ, pet, you've either pissed your kecks or sprung a leak, but either way, you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind, compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker,
Oh
a
yeah.
natural leader, but mostly a good man. This glorious nation of ours, so beautiful and new, this shining beacon of
Thank you, Alex. There'll be another opportunity to steer public perception soon. It's really starting. You know when.
his accomplishments, the future he forged, the boundaries he pushed. To me,
Just that fart
Paul was the
noises.
man in his pants cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference. It is my great honour to give to you the Peter Clement Memorial Garden. Shall we see if we can get a countdown going? Everyone with me? 10, 9, 8, 7.
Whoa.
Now, Alex, control the message.
I'm not leaving, I can't. You two, come with me. Don't panic. No, help us here. We're gonna help you.
Oh yeah.
Well, stop resisting then. Stop resisting and we'll let you up.
Not resisting! Ah!
What are you doing?
Not resisting! You saw! Not resisting!
Turn the camera off. National Night News. We have the right to be here. I said turn the fucking camera off.
Ooh.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear anything.
Yes. Medics are coming. You sit down.
I can't hear you. I'm from the National Nightly News.
Well, then you can consider this payback. Salisbury's still here. Salisbury's still here. Julius Salisbury! You were guilty of the murder of more than 10 million people.
True.
Justice demands a response.
Haven't you done enough? Look around you.
Fucking
This is
time.
what your precious freedom looks like, is it?
Oh God.
Take to the streets! The time has come! Stop fires! Break windows! Draw them out! They can't stop us all! Resist! Distract!
Lower your weapons.
Oh God.
Lower your weapons. It was unnecessary.
Shut that off. I said turn it off. I said turn it off.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's happening.
You
You've just seen them execute unarmed civilians, people like you and me. So why are you watching this? Why are you not in the streets with us tonight? What will it take for you to get up and be a part of this? March on team headquarters, storm the building, demand elections, demand answers. Be what you were born to be, the once and future free.
That means by now. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Thank you, Alex. From all of us, you're doing great.
The bomb was a good distance from the unit base.
This is becoming a week.
All right.
No, it's different tonight. This is the big one.
It's happening. Hi, welcome to the live stream. The end of Not for Broadcast. It is happening. The revolution is starting.
And I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry.
All right, segment grade D.
To beg
Good
for
enough.
forgiveness. My parents are not rich. My mother was a nurse and my father worked in a factory. I was the first member of my family to go to university. But I always envied my friends who had so much
It's
more.
happening.
Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do.
Yeah.
I acted selfishly. I was glad to see the rich punished. I didn't see how backwards Advance were. I didn't understand that rather than tearing down the wealth creators, we should have been helping everyone else to take a seat at their table. Under Advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by Advance's naive policies. Policies born from absurd...
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the air for at least 5 seconds. Our operatives will do the rest.
Oh, damn.
Our only hope.
This is your new makeup artist, Craig?
No.
So one of the cameramans is a disrupt operative.
Sorry, Craig. It's a no. Okay, we
Have
are
to
going
figure
in
out
5,
which one it
4,
is.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolf. Very shortly, we'll be heading on over to the final episode of what has quickly become a hugely
10 minutes,
successful
Jesus.
success, The Notice Board. But before we do, let's chat with Philippa Radin. Tell me, why do you think the public love the Notice Board so much?
It's real. There, I said it. It connects with people. You know, people look at us and they say, those are real people struggling with real problems.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to my PA secretary as I got out the limo, I was saying, it's good for people to see normal, authentic people like them on TV.
People like you.
Yeah, precisely. Unfortunately, then I was interrupted by some dreadful wretch who wanted an autograph, but a swift kicking from security soon put him back in line.
Right.
Yes, well, I think it's really good that our screens are filled with such relatable stories. So, the Notice Board is coming to an end after a sensational time at the top. What do you think has made this show so successful?
It's a combination
Cement.
of so many things. My hard work, my talent, my look.
Wow, you really have a lot to thank you for.
Hey, hey, hey. You're welcome.
We've just heard our man's on camera 4.
I
Right.
have a real sense of responsibility now. You know, a sense I've been entrusted with something precious and that I should use that platform.
Get back to the interview, Alex.
I think that's really important. We should use this platform to do good in the world. I agree.
That's exactly it. So I've decided to help as many...
Excellent work, Alex. That's the location shared. Next, you'll need to give them the go.
Is that better access to education or reducing child poverty?
No, by adopting as many as I can get my hands on.
Oh, okay. How many children have you adopted?
Oh, we're well into the double figures now, Megan. I stopped counting in the late 30s.
Jesus.
That is a lot of children.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh, you really are some sort of hero.
Hey, I live a privileged life. What can I say? I mean, any child I can take on is a child rescued from suffering.
Poor children. Were their lives really that bad before?
Oh, they're Northerns, I presume so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's shocking to think, actually, that only 1 in 10,000 children have a celebrity parent.
I'd never thought of it that way
And
before.
I'm doing everything I can to fix those numbers.
What do you think it is about your life that's so desirable then?
Well, it's mainly shame and panic interspersed with expensive bottled water, so actually, if anyone wants to-
Expensive bottled water.
Now that I can relate to. Right, you better go off and get ready. That was Philippa Radin sharing some thoughts about her lifestyle. I think it's really important to stay grounded and keep everything in perspective. Clearly, not everyone else agrees, but that's enough for me. Let's go now over to Dangly Parks for the final ever episode of the Notice Board.
All right. They're having fun out there. Yeah, the revolution has started.
A day. First the tea morning, and now
People are out in the street.
I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh wait, perhaps I do. Oh! By St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oops.
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
No, I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course. I keep forgetting that thanks to you and your colleagues, violence on our streets is a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
As
Oh no, it's a disgrace. Somebody...
It's time for the go code. Give us 3 boos in a row, Alex. That will start the pincer movement. We might just pull this off. Push forward! 3 boos, Alex.
3 boos in a row.
It looks heavy.
Ha! They don't call me the right reverend. Ripped for no reason.
Yes!
It's no good.
It looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Perhaps you, a young CCO, would be able to use it.
2 for 2. Fantastic.
All right, we got it. What is shit?
Looks like all those lifting classes were a waste of time.
It's too heavy, even for me, a strong and
You did it, Alex. We're good to go. Charge!
to lift this.
Did someone call for the best firefighter in town?
Right.
Well
So
done,
strong.
Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
Another boom.
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferrets struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
Licked.
God! Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no, no. Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature. But really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Right.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fate. Or my name's not Captain Danger Evans.
Danger Evans.
The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout!
Ugh. Why this show takes so long? When is the revolution coming? Come on. I'm gonna die of boredom until it gets here.
It's the morning of the village fete, thanks to theatrical convention.
Behind the window.
Goes to plan.
Maybe.
Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team, setting up for a show that will be far too expensive for live television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
First, I'm running the tombola. Then, I'll be selling forgiveness for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Oh, that
Jesus.
sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donut.
Damn ferret has struck again.
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll just have to cancel the fete.
Hold it right there, ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you.
Oh.
The vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
But how did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell.
Yes, I do smell of urine.
Next, I noticed that the vicar's tongue was particularly dry, almost as if he'd been licking thousands and thousands of stamps.
Or perhaps eating Mrs. Craven's baking.
Wow.
Which brings me on to my third clue. The vicar said that he had no more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also found this at the scene.
That proves
Holy Bible.
nothing.
Oh.
Get him out of here, officer!
You did it, Captain. You could say you ferreted him out.
Amazing.
Let's go and have a party in my massive garden. I am doing well.
Thanks to you, we're all doing well.
Hey, right.
Well, that was it. The final ever episode of the Notice Board. And what a way to end it. Thank you as always to Jeff, Philippa and Tommy. After the break, we'll be both dancing and learning.
Oh, I should have
That channel. We'll be right back.
That's the ads.
put the things in the wrong order.
This was the break we were hoping you'd play our tape. It would have had the most impact here, but we know you played it earlier, and we appreciate the effort.
Sausage! Hey, you!
Yeah.
Come to the after party?
I messed up the tape. Hopefully that won't change things too bad.
One last push, Alex. We're closing in. One of the guests in the last section is working with us. You'll be asked to censor on our behalf. If you do it right, the final orders will be given. You'll get 3 chances. Get at least 2 of them right, and we're gonna win this thing. It's happening, Alex. Tonight we take it back.
Safe.
Take everything back.
Johnny just said to ask if you need any touch up. Did she?
So wait, we have to this time we have to censor.
This is my shade.
Like they will say what to censor. Interesting.
Run back to Jenny now. Sorry about that, Sarah. Nothing you can tell me. At all, like at all. They said no one's died. There's all I can say.
10 seconds.
Oh boy, there we go.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by
13
the
minutes.
smash
My
hit
God.
musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first, let's take a look at them in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
Hello? Doctor?
Oh no, another one of these.
Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds. But the flowers of a happy life are now beset by weeds.
What? Huh?
Oh, darling John. Oh, dearest John. There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our doctor, David Wong, so please be seated.
David Wong.
This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump. You
Oh.
Is it cancer? Worse, oh, John. We're having a baby.
Oh.
How can this be? Oh, woe is me. Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of safety in our time.
That's works. That works worse.
Having a baby.
Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree. And forget about that holiday in Territory 3. No more waking up at 10:30. In fact, you'll end up going to get a good night's sleep again.
Oh.
Decisions to go on to a club. You'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian jobs?
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now can I take a sick day at home?
The parasite won't leave you alone.
He's wrong.
Or you could have an abortion? Or did Advance just delegalize them already?
Ain't no trouble and strife. We got a childless life. No one wails and no one bawls. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband.
A wonderful wife. We got a childless life.
We're having a baby.
We're having a baby.
Yeah, we got the message. Yeah, and you seem very excited about it.
No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
Food and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless babies.
We're having a baby.
No more stars and no more we're having a baby. 18 years on bills and leases.
Oh God.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
Oh God. Brilliant.
Amazing. The Novaries there, treating us to their opening number from Elegy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the Capital Theatre District, and will be touring the territories later this year. Right then, come on you lot, come on down, let's go, don't be shy. Hello.
Hi, Megan. It's an honour to be here.
Oh, really? Are you fans of the show?
Yes, used to be.
Used to be.
So let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night?
With matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
Right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right?
Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Sapley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's
Right.
Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet. I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right?
What?
With your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys! Our names all begin with J.
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it?
Oh,
I just
Jesus,
wondering
it's
if I
going
knew why we never mentioned it.
stronger.
And I believe, as well as being friends, you're also couples in real life as well as in the show.
Well, not exactly.
I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Oh, nice.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack. Jen, Janet, Jill, Jen, Janet, Jill.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
It was allegorical.
It's very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing. And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also
What?
less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Memley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't
Yeah,
have to repeat that.
exactly.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had
What?
to move to the capital.
I love that job.
Oh,
So peaceful, no singing.
poor guy.
This piece isn't.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
About children and why you shouldn't have them.
Hmm.
In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout, and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem.
Okay.
Terrible problem.
Having children.
You understand, Megan.
You clearly agree.
This isn't about me.
Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives, and there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
Okay.
Usually I'm the chatty one. Because
you're the youngest, we know. It's not a badge of honour, Janet.
Janet, please, Jennifer. Oh, well said, John. Thanks, Janet. Got you back.
So, could you just tell us what is the play about? What happens in it?
Well,
go ahead.
It's a tragedy, obviously.
Didn't you
Jennifer,
watch it?
myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic action.
Oh my
I
God.
can't really say more, though. I probably said too much already.
Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see
Fuck.
it.
Which should be all of you.
That was a lot of censorship.
A life without children is somehow incomplete, that children are a blessing.
So this is different from most
And they're not.
conservatives are pro-family and pro-making children, but these are against it.
Have a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had an experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to
Oh,
come.
what?
And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick, are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating
It's not Patrick Bannon, though.
an attack which I myself have been found myself caught up in. I'm still a little dazed and a little deaf, Megan. So I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that it's time to speak with the Prime Minister. Mrs. Salisbury, that's you. You're still here.
That's you.
Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave, not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or palisades.
Ignore the security serviceman behind.
Is the situation now? Are we safe?
Yes, the security services performed their duties without hesitation, and I would like to
Oh
assure
boy, it's
the public
happening.
that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths
Shit.
here this evening.
Screen is shaking.
About the Sorry,
Oh,
did you say no deaths?
That's right. No civilian deaths.
there's smoke
Just
coming.
before disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so peaceful.
Wow.
If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
The camera says. Speak there on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Pennington famously said, it ends today.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength. Back to the studio. Now,
Oh shit.
studio Megan Wolf now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Night.
Oh, here it happens.
Victory is in sight, my friends. You have mobilized. You have come together. From our agents at the television networks risking arrest to get those words to you, to the many hundreds and thousands gathering to invade team headquarters. As I speak, we are turning the tide, and it is time for change. Tonight we topple their regime. We also silence their mouthpiece. Channel 1. Time to wake up.
From the shadows.
Wait,
and
but
they
we are there. Get us out of there first.
Well, it's pretty scary out there. So stay at home and stay with Channel 1 because the team has assured this program that the turbulence is over.
Oh boy.
Focus our minds on equality.
It's getting closer. Tango down.
My name is Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Tonight is the beginning of the fall of France. Vice Jet, 11 o'clock.
Whoa.
Charges reached, sir. Permission to detonate. Permission granted, old friend. We are going to detonate. Look out of your window, Alex. See what you can make happen.
Hey. Bang. Oh shit. Oh god. That doesn't look good. Looks like it wasn't enough. Oh, we still have received our wages. It's good, I guess. Oh, yeah, they didn't like us. Okay, let's see what the conclusion is. Yeah, the thing is that we haven't fought with Disrupt like from the very start, and we did mess up the ad at the end there. I hope that the messing up the ad wasn't the deciding factor, but it might have been. Uh-oh. Oh, we're getting our job review. So I see all over things, anything. Oh, this is just a channel 1 matter. Let's come in. Serious. You're here today? I don't know. For the combination of a heinous outrage campaign that stuff have been in this nation. Wherever we find it and prevent it, have been asked by events to perform interviews. All staff members involved will be submitting personal review of our performance. Okay. And this will be all over soon. And not waste time. Okay. The broadcast and work our way. Seem to have portrayed the terrorists in quite a sympathetic light. I showed what was happening, the news, that's our job. Swedish always aims to find a way into your broadcast. Uh-oh. Yikes. Also stalking. Oh, where did you put that? It's Flourish. Bozeman releases a leaflet. Just part of the say. Crowd. There's no way you could have possibly used your own judge that determined it was unsuitable. Typical. It doesn't look like it's going well. Now the script was expecting land, all three were booze. Art is subjective after all. At least who qualifies for it? Oh god. Sensor equipment. Probably an issue with the machine. Chose to attack, not unlikely. An incompetent employee seems much more likely. Had the chance to check it out properly. Oh my god, more questions. Stereos would you care to explain how much, quite so much of their med fund they say onto our airways? Out of date for years, even the last update didn't make any life easier. It's really true that accident happened, but it's an amazing coincidence how often they seem to happen when you're around Winston. Plans towards you to stare that can only be great at Glacial. Yeah, it's tough. Poor Miss Brayton, why did you play it? Help me understand why that tape. I was worried what this ROM might do if I didn't play it. Oh god, that's all the questions. Just go home for now. Okay. May have more questions for you. Yeah, that was messy. That was really messy. Yikes. Yoinkers. Long episode too. Looks like we might not be playing Last Stand after this. Shaved tennis sauce if they wanted. Okay. Every traffic light, every stop sign. Finally pull up the house and see the Betterment vehicle parked outside. Uh-oh. To the van, your sound voice calling for you. Damn. Got Charlie. Started giving you funny looks. Even micromanaging you less than usual. We've gone to see him at the Betterment Center last week. As soon as you've been able. Disrupt terrorist dies in Betterment. It's particularly violent, attacking a Betterment member, dying in the infirmary after failed attempt at resuscitation. Shit, it didn't work. It didn't work, guys. We fucked up. Probably gonna lose our job. Probably gonna get arrested. I'm amazed the government survived after being nuking. Who negotiates with terrorists? You can't make the night special. I have a day off. Not to bother this morning. You'll make it up. Let's have a nice evening. Happy anniversary! Hey! Well, that's nice. At least, yeah, at least we still got each other. Did lose 2 of our 3 kids. We're like 5 years in, it's still going. End up of the film. What is it? Just been let go from work. For 2 nursery teachers anymore, not enough children, so they can't justify the expense. Oh god. Younger years teachers anymore, not just here, anywhere. They're just not making children. Can't see any other option. Home is where the heart is, right? This is just depressing. Oh my god. Yeah, we played too much middle of the road. I should have either went with advance all the way or with disrupt all the way. I just tried to tow both lines and it didn't work.